Think you know everything there is to know about the sun? Think again. Here are 10 facts about the sun, collected in no particular order. Some you might already know, and others will be totally new to you. Before starting, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates. So let's start. Number 10. Further from the sun, the hotter it gets. The ambient temperature should be colder the further one is from a heat source, according to common sense, yet on the sun the contrary is true. The farther one is from the sun, the hotter it gets. Although this was initially noted in 1939, more recent study appears to have unlocked the puzzle. It appears that solar flares that are too small to be individually detected are what are causing the corona's temperatures to reach 10 million Kelvin, or 18 million degrees Fahrenheit. The coronal heating mechanism was described in this way by Jim Klimchuk, a solar scientist at NASA's Goddard Space Flight Center in Greenbelt, Maryland. The explosions are termed nanoflares because they have 1/1000th the energy of a typical flare. Despite being small by solar standards, each has the explosive power of a hydrogen bomb with a 10 megaton yield. Every second, millions of them explode across the sun, heating the corona as a result. Issue is resolved. Number 9. Sun has an internal structure. The sun's core occupies the inner 25% of its structure and makes only 2% of its overall volume, but because it is 15 times as dense as lead, it contains close to 50% of the sun's total mass. The radiative zone, which stretches from the core's outer border to about 70% of the surface, is the next largest region. This area makes up 32% of the sun's overall volume and 48% of its entire mass. It typically takes photons generated in the core around 1 million years to reach the surface because they are bounced around in the radiative zone so frequently. Number 8. Sun has reversible magnetic field. Each 11-year cycle, solar cycle, can have anywhere from 0 and 250 plus sunspots before the polar magnetic field of the sun changes polarity. However, this cycle is not constant and changes in response to the total magnetic activity. For example, from roughly 1645 to 1715, there was little to no sunspot activity. This time period, known as the Little Ice Age, was marked by widespread famine across much of North America and Europe as normally ice-free rivers froze over and lower altitude fields remained permanently covered in ice. However, a causal relationship between sunspot activity and the Earth's climate has not yet been shown or disproven. Number 7. Magnetic field up to 3,000 times stronger than Earth's. Despite being only approximately twice as powerful overall as Earth's magnetic field, the sun's differential spin concentrates the magnetic field in particular regions, where it can be up to 3,000 times stronger than on Earth. Due to the biggest disparities in the rates at which the sun's various limbs rotate, magnetic concentrations, also known as sunspots, are only found up to about 45 degrees north and south of the solar equator. Solar flares can reach hundreds of thousands of miles above the planet's surface due to more severe disruptions in the magnetic field of the sun. Coronal mass ejections are less violent eruptions that cause amazing amounts of stuff to be ejected from the surface of the sun, up to around 20 billion tons of material in a single event. Number 6. Sun has simple chemical composition. The sun consists of only a few elements, of which hydrogen is predominant at around 72%, and helium at about 26%, with the other elements accounting for progressively smaller amounts, such as oxygen, carbon, neon, nitrogen, magnesium, iron and silicon. Here are some more figures, comparing 1 million hydrogen atoms in the sun to various elements like 98,000 helium atoms, 850 oxygen atoms and 360 carbon atoms. Number 5. Sun generates winds and flares. As it transforms hydrogen into helium, the sun produces approximately 386 billion megawatts of energy through nuclear synthesis. As it moves away from the core, this energy is continuously absorbed and re-emitted at progressively lower energies and temperatures. Eventually, it leaves the surface and some of it is converted into optical light, which can be seen. The energy from the sun also powers the solar wind, which is a stream of energetic particles that is sometimes radiated as heat. This 450 km/s solar wind rips through the solar system, destroying dozens of satellites and messing with radio and TV reception on Earth. Major power outages have also been brought on by the energetic particles that short-circuit power systems by penetrating the shielding of high-tension cables and switchgear. As sunspot activity is present, The sun occasionally releases hundreds of millions of tons of material in the form of solar flares, which appear to explode when magnetic field lines in the sun break through the surface. Number 4. Sun is almost spherical. 10 fascinating facts about the sun. It is amazing that an object approximately 1.4 million kilometers across has polar and equatorial diameters that differ by barely 10 kilometers, given the enormous size and volume of the sun. Because of this, the sun is the most perfect sphere that has yet been found in nature. If it were reduced to the size of a beach ball, the distance between its widest and narrowest diameters would be no larger than the breadth of a human hair. Number 3. Sun's gravity keeps solar system together. We also know that the sun's strong gravitational field, which is 274 meters per square second at the equator, or 28 times stronger than the Earth's, keeps the planets from launching into space. On the sun, you would weigh 2,520 kilograms if you weighed 90 kilograms on Earth, to put this in context. Number 2. Biggest object in solar system. With the sun making up more than 99.8% of the solar system's mass and Jupiter making up more than 80% of the remaining 0.2%, the sun is the solar system's hottest, largest, and most massive entity. Here are some numbers that illustrate how the Earth compares to our nearest star to help put the word largest into some form of context. The distance between the Sun and the Earth is 2,713,406 miles and 24,901 miles, respectively. The Sun is 333,000 times heavier than the Earth in weight. Number 1. Classified as a yellow dwarf. It is rather deceptive to label the Sun as a G-type yellow dwarf because stars in this sequence can range in color from yellow for cooler stars to white for hotter ones. In reality, our Sun, which is white in color, is less than halfway through its almost 10 billion year life cycle. Because these are the hues of the longer wavelength lights that pass through our atmosphere, we perceive the Sun as yellow, orange, or red when we are on Earth. Shorter wavelength light, including blue and violet, is absorbed by the atmosphere during this process, giving the sky its blue color. This is it for today's video. What do you think of our video? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more future updates. Thanks for watching.